It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the New York Giants. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
27-yard line. I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Hurts. And Tate's got it. Hurts. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They go play action with Hurts. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown.
Golden Tate. Touchdown.
Golden Tate. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Jalen Rager on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
And he can't get away from the pressure the Giants get there. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now Wentz. And he's going to go down again. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive, then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go,
There is a hush indeed. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10.
48-yard line.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Saquon Barkley.
Nickel Roby brings him down.
Nickel Roby Coleman on the tackle.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's going to take this close to the first down markers. He stopped at the Eagles' 39. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going to fire deep for Ratley. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Eagles' defense able to hold. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Taken down at the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. 4, 2, go.
2nd and 5 now. Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
He's forced out of bounds.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contact.
Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
On the coverage.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 13.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
1st and goal.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
The Giant ball carrier.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
The tackle made at the 3.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Giants 7, Eagles 0.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Hurts. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. And that seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give them the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there? Because I was. I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Wentz on third down. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
First down and goal.
They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
He was brought down by...
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Elijah Penny, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And it's now 14-0. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to...
On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Let's go.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Hurts. Man open, that's Damian Ratley.
Hurts pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 yards.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's Hurts to throw. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And this will be caught at the 30. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at the 30.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And this is going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over first and 10.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time. Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there for the Giants. 47 yards.
New York.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Hurts sets up to throw it. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. That's caught inside the 20. And he finds... is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Sanders.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
2nd and 6 at the Giants' 15-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are back within a score.
Kick is good.
And he'll bang that one through.
Giants 14. Eagles 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
23 yards on the play.
Giants.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire deep for Radley. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
Giants.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, Mike 52.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete.
Hurts pass.
Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
At the Eagles' 32-yard line.
Catch made by Slayton. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
17 yards.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
56.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, Pro Bowler a year ago, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
For Darius Slayton, incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
Graham Gano on.
That is a near-perfect end-of-half drive right there.
And we've seen that many times from the best in the league. But do you really expect to see it done that well by a rookie? And how about the timing? Finishing it almost near the zeros, as you said, right at the end of the half. Great momentum to carry into the locker room.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
5-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with the clock at all zeros, they get the touchdown to make this just a one-score game into the lockers.
And you know what else it does? Besides boost their confidence, it doesn't change your game plan any. See, if you're down bigger going into the half, you may have to revise what you plan to do in the second. But now in this spot, within one score in striking distance, you go ahead and keep playing and do what you worked on all week long.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Wentz going to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Going to look deep for Jeffrey. And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Robbie Coleman on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
Again, it's Barkley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He'll look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
Gain on the play.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. He'll look to throw. This is brought in by Gibson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
21 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Second down, here's Hurts. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Hurts the best running quarterback in this year's crop of rookies. He's got a first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Hurts. That's complete right around the 8. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And that's complete to Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Not much there, only a yard.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, and that's complete to Jeffrey. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Here we go. Defense on deck. On deck. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Now Wentz again. And that will be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
59 mark. 59 mark.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire deep for Ratley. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
For Damian Ratley. Brings up second and long.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's taken down inside the 30. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Giants 24.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. Going for it all. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
That's complete to Slayton. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16. 12 yards there and a first down.
Gain of 12.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Giants on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
At the 49-yard line.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Marcus Golden in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Wentz. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Marcus Golden able to record his 5th sack of the season. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A big play there. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Bo Scarborough, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Point is good. Makes the score Giants 31, Eagles 41. James Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Hurts. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
To
Darius Slayton, 75 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
take over.
Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
That catch good for only a couple. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Kick is good.
Gano the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Eagles 21.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Big series, right? Empty.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mike, 55. 55. Hey, man. Watch Sunday. 55 is my guy.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
By the Giants.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
He's going to fire deep for Ratley. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
In your face. Lefty.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Miles Sanders, the ball carrier. David Mayo brought him down. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
In his own end zone, it's Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
He's going to let one fly for Tate, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Yards to go.
Here's Hurts to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Number 26.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, 45 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury.
Tonight's final score, Giants.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.